Kingearner coming to y'all live and direct. What's up, what's up, what's up? Listen, I want to speak on recycled crime wave. What recycled crime wave is younger individuals being poured into being informants. A lot of people missed out on 60 Minutes when they spoke on that, where a lot of the parents wasn't being told that their children were being pulled over in the streets and then told by the police officers that wherever they bought weed from, they had to take them back there. Now, what ends up happening here is the children are being, baffled. They're being confused to what crime really is, because it's not like the 80s and the 90s and a lot of the 90s. It was like this individual just, giving over information that they didn't have to give. What you have to understand is that these individuals give off this type of information because they're scared. And when you see children going through it, and you see the government going that far to actually have these children become informants, you know that that's their whole plan. But what you have to remember, that it's up to you to teach your child in the house exactly what to go by, exactly what to do, exactly what to stay away from. Because the type of parent I am, I would tell my children things that have to do with the streets and give them the understanding that you can make those bad decisions if you want to. But you also have to remember that a lot of times when you didn't see daddy and daddy wasn't around and daddy wasn't there for graduation, or daddy wasn't there for, something going on when it came down to the bills or whatever, like, hold on for a second, daddy was in jail. So that can happen to you too. It don't stop just with individuals. And that's the thing. I think people are blinded by the fact that they can become a person that goes away to go to jail also. So that's what really happens. The mindset goes into a thing where, oh no, I really can't get caught. And then when you get caught, it's more of, damn, what do I do now? And you realize that everything that you had, like all the money and things of that nature, it didn't mean you no good. It didn't have no never mind, because you're just giving it right back to the system. You know what I mean? Your lawyer's going to get it, or the bellman, whoever, the bell bonds, whoever. Somebody's going to get that money. My goal and my mindset is to give everybody understanding what recycled crime is. Recycled crime is what the government does to each and every last individual that comes home from prison, or one that, that gets arrested on the street for something small, and they look at his attachments and things like that, and they say, you know what? We know that this guy right here, he's attached to this. He's attached to that. If he's attached, guess what? We could get him to fold on the people that he's done a crime with. And what happens is he's given immunity, whereas though he doesn't have to go to jail, nothing doesn't have to happen to him. He just goes right back to the street to be free. You don't think the next individual that come after him is going to do the same thing? You want to have individuals that's going to continuously, listen to me, continuously support being an informant. You know how they support it? When they allow that person to come home from jail and they swing around that individual. What you're doing is you're promoting violence in our neighborhoods, in our communities, because you know that this guy is no good, and yet you set up all your other brothers that's underneath of you that's only struggling, trying to get an earn somehow to take care of their family. So you stop a younger dude and say, damn, you want to get some money. And you have this younger dude, log on to being a part of what family is, and saying, this is family. And that young individual ends up believing in you because you was the one that gave him the start. You was the one that showed him how to, get around in the street and bust his moves. And as soon as that big-time drug dealer that's been looking out for that youngin' all that time get arrested, he'll turn him in, and all the rest of his youngins in also. And majority of those youngins that go in, they're going to turn somebody in. And then so on, and then so on, and then so on. So that's why I call it recycled crime. I'm sick of individuals calling me, asking me all the time, yo, hey, Kingearner, is this person a rat? Is that person a rat? Come on, you know you're a rat. You know she a rat. You already understand and know that. You don't have to ask me. Don't let me be the head honcho guy behind you knowing in your heart that a person is a rat. You don't need me for that. So that's why I've been ignoring the calls. I've been ignoring people when they hit me in my DM and they ask me, yo, is the bull so-and-so a rat? You know he's a rat. You just don't want me to feel like, like you're a rat because you're being with a rat. But I want you to know that I do feel like you are. Anyone who runs with them is of them. And you got to understand that a lot of people will look at this and be like, man, this boy tripping. This doesn't have nothing to do with our community. It has a whole lot to do with our community. Because the police is supposed to help our community. But instead, they put them informants back out to influence our children, influence the individuals such as myself who've been through some crime to get back in it so they can lock us up again. I mean, it's like hard for a person to really shake when an individual comes home and trying to get himself together and he's not used to working. He's not used to doing an everyday 9 to 5, and all of a sudden somebody tells him, here's a bag of money and come on, let's go and get some bread. Majority of the individuals are going to follow them. And I'm not upset. I mean, I wasn't one of them individuals that followed it this time around. But guess what? There was times in my life that I did make that mistake again and say, I'm going to go ahead and get me some money, man. It wasn't until I got indicted by the feds that I really cared about that, you know? It was like, man, just get money. It don't matter. My mindset now is totally different because I've had things in my life consistently that I have done. These speakers actually helped me. When I first started speaking, it wasn't easy to kick some of the habits I had. You know, it wasn't easy. It was hard. And guess what? I'm still growing. But there won't be an individual that'll get on here and tell you the wrong things about themselves. It'll be an individual that'll lie to you and tell you they're a perfect individual. And those are the ones you got to watch in our community because our children are in danger by that type of thing. You got the brother that came out. What was his name? I can't even use brother out of my words. Dollar Bill. I haven't heard of the situation in a nice minute, but that case is probably still open. But we have individuals that are like that, but that is keeping it a hush too. So we have to watch out what's going on in our community. I give out what comes from my heart. So things like this, when I'm speaking and I'm talking, this is what I give to my community for free. You know, I have been to the schools. I have spent a year or two in the schools just speaking for free at a time. And then I came behind that and they honored my program because it was truth. And the children, guess what they were doing? Embracing it. I would see the youngins on the streets and it's like, Kingearner, Kingearner. And you know what I tell them? Watch out for recycled crime. Watch out for your best friend telling you he just got locked up last week and they let him go because he told on this or he told on that. And now you got to get down. I would prefer you guys not even be involved with the street activity because if you got to go through all of that, why even be involved, you know? I mean, think about it. Let's use our brains real quick. A 9 to 5. Boom, you get up every day, you go to work, you meet new people who aren't criminals, who aren't in the street, and you guess what? You got new friends now. Now you get a paycheck every week that's guaranteed or every other week. Once you get that paycheck, guess what you can do? You can either get you an EIN number, get you a business account, find you a product, something that you like I've done with the Pure Honor and the Honorable Earners Clothing. Me and Leak Moss done that. So if you think about things of this nature, you'll see like, oh, okay. It ain't selling crack no more. It ain't selling dope no more. It ain't about selling pills no more. It's about us doing what? Finding a legal lane and a legal earn to invest in. And that's what I'm telling all my people now. I want for y'all to please invest in something legal. Do not sit around waiting for something negative to come to you because it may come. And when it comes, guess what? You can lose it. Because I remember a time where, man, I was getting so much money, right? And I couldn't understand it. And my aunt told me one time, she said, Haji, I don't care. Whatever happens, you won't be able to keep that money, baby. I said, why you say that? She said, because God isn't going to allow you to keep nothing that's not of good. And I never heard that. I pull out a bankroll of money. I said, yeah, blah, 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 blah. But before you know it, guess what? I was in a jail cell calling that same aunt. Hello, I need it. Yeah, just tell me to give me some t-shirts. Yeah, because I got to put some money to my lawyer. Thank you. I appreciate it. Where's the honor in that? Where's the thoroughness in that? I mean, really, we're calling individuals that worked all their lives. We're calling individuals that didn't risk their lives selling drugs or robbing people or doing none of these things. But yet we call ourselves the biggest gangsters. I call it the biggest wanksters, and we got to wake up because a lot of us already been in that situation. And that situation, guess what it done? harmed us in the worst way, made us feel like idiots, made us feel like fools, made our children, made our women look at us like, that's so trifling. So what I'm trying to do is restore the honor into the people. And being as though we got the YouTube platform, we got Instagram, we got Facebook, why not do it like this? Why not make my haters more upset? Because there's someone sitting at home saying, I hate him. Oh, I hate him. Because they remember who I was. And when I was in the negativity, I went so hard. And I took that same mindset and I go so hard right here doing this. Because guess what? I didn't save younger children. I didn't see them come to the old Boone Camelot school and be the worst of the kids and leave there. After talking to me 2-3 times, they're restored back into their public schools. So you can't tell me nothing about our children and our youth. You can't tell me that they don't have a chance in life. You can't tell me that they will not be the ones that will hold us up, carry us, and help us when we're in time of trouble, because guess who's grooming them? Guys like me. Yeah. And when an individual like me is grooming the individual, you will see something of pure honor. And a lot of people miss that. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of our relationships, men and women, listen to me. The reason why y'all miss each other because y'all jealous of one another. One got a job where he or she makes more than the other, and the other just don't care and just don't want to be bothered. And it always has an attitude about helping that individual. Well, I'm going to tell you that you need to be by yourself. And if you're not by yourself, you need to run and be by yourself, because at the end of the day, if you can't support, if you're a man and you can't support your woman, you're a piece of trash. If you're a woman and you can't support your man 199%, guess what? You're a piece of trash, because it ain't hard to support the one you love, but you'll support these individuals you don't know. You will go behind these individuals and saying that you love and respect these individuals, but you don't even know them. You just doing what we understand it is. Ridiculous. And we need to watch that. We need to watch the understanding that people that have enmity towards you or have hatred towards you are the ones that is closest to you. You don't see it, but the little smirk, all right, well, you calling about your dreams. Yo, listen, what's up? Hey, yo, bro, I hit the lottery for 100,000. Yo, all right, let me call you back, man. That's not a friend, that's not a bro. Me and my bros, we are happy for one another. You know why? Because we want to help each other out. And people miss that. That's why I call it pure honor. You see that? Pure honor. Everything has to have some honor to it. I came to take the honor back and restore it in the hearts of people. That's how I came to do that. In a positive way. You know why? I had put it out in a negative way at one time. Whereas though it was like, yeah, that was some honor because of the street work or something. No, we ain't rocking like that no more. No. Listen, if it's honorable, it's of good. If it's honorable, it's from God. If it's honorable, we have to make sure to have some peace to it, some value. We're not going to downplay our lives and our lifestyles like we were people at a time that didn't ride around on horses and camels and wore gold and silk robes. You got to remember that this was our people. So this is why you see the young individual who, that's running around selling the drugs. He want to buy a Benz from the gate because it's in his genes, his ancestors, our people. This is how we looked at life because we were in control of having our own land at the time. But it ain't like that no more. It's their land. So we have to figure out how we earn legally and stay out of their way so we won't be in their prisons. I'm Kingearner from the Honor Your Life campaign, and what I speak is pure honor, and I just want the people to understand that I'm here and I'm here to stay. It ain't gonna be nothing else. Live and direct.